Let me ask you something. How many times have you said, "I'll start when I feel ready, when I feel motivated, when the timing is right"? How's that working out? Here's the uncomfortable truth about motivation. It's not a starting point. It's a reward. Motivation shows up after you start, not before. And if you keep waiting for it to arrive first, you'll be waiting forever. This is one of the most damaging myths in the entire self-improvement space. The idea that motivated people feel like doing the things they do. That successful people wake up energized and excited every single morning, ready to crush it. They don't. David Goggins doesn't want to run at 4 a.m. He runs anyway. The top surgeon didn't feel like studying every night in medical school. She studied anyway. The entrepreneur who built the company you admire didn't feel inspired every day. He showed up anyway. What they have isn't motivation. It's discipline, and discipline is completely different. Motivation is an emotion. It comes and goes based on your mood, your sleep, your stress levels, the weather, whether you had a good lunch. You cannot schedule it. You cannot control it. You cannot rely on it. Discipline is a system. It's a set of behaviors you execute regardless of how you feel. It doesn't ask for your permission. It doesn't check your mood. It just runs. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't need motivation to brush your teeth. You don't wake up and think, "I really hope I feel inspired to brush today." You just do it. Because at some point in your life, it became automatic, non-negotiable, part of who you are. That's what discipline looks like at full strength. And it starts with one decision. I do this whether I feel like it or not. Now, building that kind of discipline isn't easy. It requires going against something very real, a psychological phenomenon called action-feeling dependency. Most people believe they need to feel a certain way before they can act. But the research says the opposite is true. Behavioral activation, a technique used in cognitive behavioral therapy, works on a simple principle. Action creates feeling, not the other way around. When you start moving, even reluctantly, even sluggishly, your brain begins releasing dopamine and norepinephrine. Your mood shifts, your energy rises. The feeling follows the action. In plain terms, you don't need to feel like it. You need to start. The feeling catches up. So how do you build this? 3 things. First, remove the decision. Every time you have to decide whether to do something, motivation gets a vote. Eliminate the vote. Don't ask yourself if you feel like working out. Your shoes go on at 7 a.m. Period. Decisions cost mental energy. Automated behavior costs almost none. Second, lower the stakes. You don't have to have a perfect session. You just have to show up. A bad workout beats no workout every single time. A bad writing session beats a blank page. Showing up imperfectly builds the muscle of discipline. Waiting for the perfect moment builds nothing. Third, track the streak. There's a reason Jerry Seinfeld's productivity strategy is just a calendar with X marks. Every day you show up, you mark an X. The goal becomes, don't break the chain. Not to be the best, not to feel amazing, just to not break the chain. Motivation is a wave. Sometimes it's there. Most times it isn't. Discipline is the boat. You don't need the wave to move. You have the oars. Stop waiting to feel ready. You will never feel fully ready. Nobody does. Pick up the oars. See you next week.